Point 1. Skipping water and starting the day dehydrated. When we talk about deadly morning mistakes that quietly damage health, one of the most overlooked yet most dangerous is waking up and not drinking water. It sounds small, almost harmless. After all, you didn't run a marathon while sleeping. You didn't sweat buckets. Why would your body need water the very moment you wake up? But here's the truth. Going without water in the morning is like trying to drive a car without oil. The science behind morning dehydration. While you sleep, your body is still working. Your heart beats, your lungs breathe, your brain organizes memories, and your cells repair themselves. This entire process uses water, but for 6, 7, or even 8 hours, you haven't taken a single sip. That means when you wake up, your body is in its most dehydrated state of the entire day. And seniors, in particular, face a double risk. The body's thirst signals weaken with age. Many seniors don't even feel thirsty until dehydration is severe. Kidneys work less efficiently. This makes it harder to maintain a proper balance of fluids. Medications, such as diuretics or blood pressure pills, may flush water out of the body overnight. So by morning, your blood is literally thicker, your circulation slower, and your organs are quietly under stress. The hidden dangers of skipping water in the morning: strain on the heart and blood pressure. Imagine your heart trying to pump thicker blood through your veins first thing in the morning. This increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes, two of the leading causes of death in seniors. Studies have shown that dehydration in the morning is a common trigger for cardiovascular emergencies. Brain fog and memory problems. The brain is 75% water. Even mild dehydration, just 2 to 3%, reduces alertness, memory, and mood. Seniors who wake up dehydrated often report confusion, dizziness, or feeling off balance. Over time, this can mimic early dementia symptoms and rob you of independence. Kidney stress. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering toxins. Without enough water, this system slows down. Over years, this can contribute to kidney stones or chronic kidney disease, which is very common in people over 65. Digestive problems. Morning water wakes up your digestive tract. Without it, constipation becomes more likely. Seniors already face slower digestion, so this mistake only worsens the problem. A story to illustrate the risk. Let me tell you about Mr. Harris, 74. He was generally healthy, walked every day, and took his medications. But every morning, his routine was the same. He'd wake up, turn on the kettle, drink his strong coffee, and head outside for his walk, without a drop of water. Let me tell you about Mr. Harris, 74. He was generally healthy, walked every day, and took his medications. But every morning, his routine was the same. He'd wake up, turn on the kettle, drink his strong coffee, and head outside for his walk, without a drop of water. One morning, he felt unusually dizzy on his walk. He stumbled and fell, luckily without breaking a bone. At the hospital, doctors found he was severely dehydrated. His blood pressure had spiked, and his heart was under strain. His morning coffee first habit had pushed his body into crisis. Once he changed his routine to start with a glass of water before anything else, his dizziness vanished, his blood pressure stabilized, and his energy improved. Why seniors ignore this mistake? Many seniors believe, I don't feel thirsty, so I must be fine. Tea and coffee count as water. I'll drink later in the day, but thirst is a delayed signal. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And coffee or tea, while they do contain some water, are also mild diuretics, which means they can flush out fluids instead of hydrating properly. The right way to fix this mistake: here's a simple morning ritual that can save lives. Keep water by your bedside. Place a glass or bottle next to you at night. When you wake up, drink before even getting out of bed. Aim for at least 250 to 300 milliliters, about 1 glass, not too much, not too little. Just enough to rehydrate your system. Make it warm or room temperature. Cold water can shock the digestive system. Warm or room temperature water is gentler, especially for seniors. Add a squeeze of lemon optional. This boosts vitamin C, supports digestion, and refreshes the taste. The benefits of morning hydration. Your heart pumps blood more easily. Your brain feels sharper and calmer. Your digestion becomes smoother. Your joints ache less, as water lubricates cartilage. And most importantly, your risk of early morning strokes and heart attacks drops significantly. Final takeaway. Skipping water in the morning is a small mistake with deadly consequences. It quietly strains your heart, brain, and kidneys, robbing you of energy and years of life. But the solution is beautifully simple. Start every morning with a glass of water. It's not a medicine, it's not expensive, and it doesn't require effort, yet it may be the most powerful health habit you can adopt after 60. So tomorrow morning, before the coffee, before the news, before the day begins, drink your water. Your body will thank you with years of strength and peace. Point 2. Reaching straight for tea, coffee, or sugary drinks in the morning. For millions of people, especially seniors, the morning doesn't begin until they've had their cup of coffee or tea. Some even say, "I can't function without it." And for others, the first thing they grab is a sweet juice, a flavored drink, or even soda. But here's the hidden danger. Reaching straight for tea, coffee, or sugary drinks without first hydrating or eating is one of the deadliest morning mistakes seniors can make. It shocks the system, disrupts blood pressure, harms the stomach, and quietly shortens life over time. Why this habit is so harmful? Sudden jolt to the heart. When you wake up, your body is in its most fragile state. Blood is thicker, circulation is slower, and your heart is adjusting from a night of rest. Pouring caffeine directly into this system acts like a whip. It forces your heart and adrenal glands into overdrive. The result? Palpitations, blood pressure spikes, or, in seniors with heart disease, even heart rhythm problems. Acid attack on the stomach. Coffee and tea increase stomach acid production. When taken on an empty stomach, this acid has nothing to digest, so it erodes the stomach lining. Over time, this can cause gastritis, acid reflux, or ulcers, problems that seniors already face more often. Blood sugar instability. Many seniors add sugar, milk, or cream to their tea or coffee. And those who reach for sweet drinks like fruit juice or soda load the body with sugar instantly. Without food to slow absorption, blood sugar spikes, followed by a crash. This roller coaster increases fatigue, brain fog, and, long-term, raises the risk of type 2 diabetes. A story that illustrates the risk. Take Mrs. Patel, 69. Her morning ritual was simple. Wake up, drink 2 cups of strong tea with sugar, and read the newspaper. She skipped water, skipped breakfast, and didn't eat until late morning. At first, she felt fine. But slowly, she noticed her stomach burned after tea. Some mornings, she felt her heart race. One day, she fainted while gardening. At the hospital, doctors discovered her blood sugar was unstable, and her blood pressure spiked sharply every morning. The culprit? Her tea-first, sugar-loaded habit. When she began starting her mornings with water and delaying tea until after a small meal, her symptoms vanished. Why seniors are more vulnerable? Weaker stomach lining. Aging makes it easier to develop gastritis. Slower metabolism. Sugar hits harder and lingers longer in the bloodstream. Medication conflicts. Caffeine or sugar can interfere with blood pressure pills, diabetes medicine, or heart medication. Fragile hydration balance. Coffee and tea are mild diuretics, which means they pull water out of the body instead of replenishing it. For a senior already prone to dehydration, this can create a dangerous cycle. Less water, thicker blood, higher risk of stroke or heart attack. Sugary drinks, the silent killer. Sugary drinks, the silent killer. Many seniors believe fruit juice is healthy, but most packaged juices are just liquid sugar. A single glass can contain as much sugar as a soda. Without fiber, vitamins, and pulp, it's basically a dessert in disguise. And when taken first thing in the morning, it doesn't fuel you, it weakens you. It causes a sugar spike, followed by a mid-morning crash that leaves you drained, irritable, and hungry for more sweets. Over time, it contributes to weight gain, fatty liver, and diabetes. The long-term effects of this morning mistake. Higher risk of stomach problems, acid reflux, indigestion, ulcers. Weaker heart health, more blood pressure spikes, and irregular heartbeat. Increased risk of diabetes, unstable sugar swings. Loss of energy, reliance on caffeine and sugar instead of natural energy. A healthier morning routine. So what should seniors do instead? The solution is simple, but powerful. Start with water. Always drink a glass before tea, coffee, or juice. This protects your stomach and rehydrates your body. Wait at least 30 minutes after waking before having caffeine. Let your natural hormones, like cortisol, rise on their own first. Eat a small breakfast first. Even a banana, oats, or a piece of toast will protect the stomach lining and stabilize blood sugar before caffeine hits. Limit sugar. Replace sweeteners with honey in small amounts, or drink your tea, coffee plain. Avoid packaged juices and sodas. If you love juice, make it fresh and drink a small portion with a meal, not on an empty stomach. A positive example, Mr. Lewis, 72, loved coffee. Doctors didn't tell him to quit, just to change his timing. Now, he wakes up, drinks warm water with lemon, eats a small bowl of oatmeal, and then enjoys his coffee an hour later. The result? No more stomach burn, steady energy, and much better blood pressure readings. He didn't give up his habit, he just fixed it. Final takeaway. Reaching straight for tea, coffee, or sugary drinks in the morning may feel comforting, but it quietly damages your heart, your stomach, and your energy. Instead, treat these drinks as companions to a healthy breakfast, not as your body's first fuel. Because after 60, every choice you make in the morning doesn't just set the tone for the day. It sets the tone for your health, your independence, and even the length of your life. Point 3. Sudden, fast movements out of bed. The hidden danger of dizziness, falls, and strokes in seniors. When you're young, jumping out of bed quickly seems harmless. But after 60, this small action can quietly become one of the deadliest morning mistakes. Many seniors don't realize that the simple act of standing up too fast can cause dizziness, fainting, falls, broken bones, and even strokes. Doctors call this condition orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you move from lying down to standing up. And in older adults, it's shockingly common. Why standing up quickly is dangerous for seniors. When you're lying in bed, your blood is evenly spread throughout your body. The moment you sit or stand, gravity pulls blood towards your legs. Normally, your blood vessels tighten, and your heart pumps harder to keep blood flowing to your brain. But in seniors, this system is slower and weaker. Blood vessels lose elasticity with age. They don't contract as quickly. The heart is weaker. It takes longer to adjust. Medications like blood pressure pills or diuretics make drops in pressure more likely. Dehydration overnight thickens blood and reduces volume. So when a senior jumps up quickly, the brain is suddenly starved of oxygen. The result? Lightheadedness, blurred vision, dizziness, or fainting. The hidden toll of morning falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of disability and death in older adults. And many of these falls begin in the bedroom right after getting out of bed too quickly. A fainting spell may cause a broken hip, which can take away independence permanently. A sudden fall can lead to head injuries, memory loss, or even brain bleeds. Even a small stumble can create fear, making seniors less confident in walking, which then weakens muscles further. A real-life example, take Mr. Johnson, 76. He woke up one morning feeling fine, swung his legs out of bed, and stood up immediately. Within seconds, he felt the room spin. He fell forward, hitting the dresser. At the hospital, doctors explained he had a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing. Luckily, he only suffered bruises, but many aren't so lucky. Thousands of seniors fracture hips this way each year. After learning a new routine sitting up slowly, drinking water first, and pausing before standing, Mr. Johnson never had another fainting episode. Why the risk is higher in the morning. Overnight, your body loses water through breathing and sweating, making blood volume lower. Your heart and blood vessels are still in rest mode. Medications taken at night may still be active in your system, lowering blood pressure further. Blood is thicker in the morning, straining circulation. This is why early morning is the most dangerous time for sudden blood pressure drops and strokes. The link between fast movements and strokes. The link between fast movements and strokes. Medical research shows that rapid blood pressure changes in seniors can trigger strokes. When blood pressure suddenly crashes and then spikes back up, it stresses fragile blood vessels in the brain. That's why doctors advise seniors, start your morning slow, protect your brain and heart. How to get out of bed safely. Here's a simple 3-step morning routine every senior should follow. Wake slowly, When you open your eyes, don't rush. Take a few deep breaths and gently stretch your arms and legs. Sit first, roll onto your side, place your hands down, and push yourself up to a sitting position. Sit on the edge of the bed for at least 30 to 60 seconds. This gives your blood pressure time to adjust. Stand gradually, place your feet on the floor, press them firmly, and rise slowly. If needed, use a cane, walker, or bedside support. Bonus: drink a glass of water before standing. This prevents dehydration-related dizziness. Exercises to improve circulation before standing. Ankle pumps while still lying down. Move your feet up and down like pressing pedals. This helps blood flow. Knee lifts, gently bend and straighten your knees. Arm stretches, stretch your arms overhead and to the sides to get circulation moving. These small actions prepare your body for standing. A positive example: Mrs. Gomez, 82, used to suffer dizzy spells every morning. Her daughter insisted she try the sit-first routine. Within weeks, the dizziness disappeared. She felt safer, more confident, and her risk of falling dropped dramatically. She now tells other seniors at her community center, "Don't rush the morning." Rushing out of bed isn't bravery, it's danger. The big lesson: getting out of bed too quickly might seem like a tiny mistake, but in old age, it can be deadly. It puts your heart, brain, and bones at risk. Instead, honor the morning. Move slowly, hydrate, and give your body time to wake up. These small adjustments can add years of safe, independent living. Because the truth is, staying on your feet and avoiding a fall is one of the most important secrets to longevity after 60.